The Magic getting off the bus earlier on, a sharp-dressed and very confident group. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. A look at the Magic starting group. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Mitchell is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Howard in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, the front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. C.J. McCollum out there with MP. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
And the Magic start out with the ball. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Well, guys, MP is in the midst of the greatest scoring season in league history, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's single-season points record set all the way back in 1962. We all thought that record would never be broken. Well, MP has proved us wrong. Guys,
a historic effort, no doubt. All eyes tonight will be on the matchup between Donovan Mitchell and MP. They're facing off for the first time this year.
Boy, one of the most gifted scorers in the league. Donovan Mitchell is going to find shots. You've got to try to limit the easy ones and make him work overtime for every bucket.
No question. MP is looking to build off their last win against this team, and he has that killer instinct. It's part of what they love about it.
Now, let's head courtside to hear more about MP's record-breaking performance.
Well, it's hard to believe what MP just did, but he bested Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points in a single game, breaking one of the most hallowed records in sports history. Arguably, it was the greatest game in NBA history. It's hard to believe what he just did, guys.
You know, this is pretty remarkable. It is something else. That is pretty remarkable. And so, MP will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
That shot took some concentration. MP gets hit, still able to convert.
Anthony against McCollum. Anthony can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
And then Carter with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Williamson following the bucket by Orlando. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Orlando.
Giving his all on that play. MP working hard to win the whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for MP.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Johnson against Mitchell. From the wing. Pelicans pull it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Howard kicks to Anthony. On the wing, Mitchell. Offline with his 3.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor.
The Pelicans trail. Here's MP. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 8 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Banchero outside. Carter with a screen on Williamson. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And as the season draws to a close, GA, we've got teams vying for playoff position. Only adding to the importance of each game now.
And for those teams, you have to have the right mentality. You can't treat these like normal regular season games. These are an extension of the playoffs.
Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here is Williamson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Talent on full display for MP. This guy's putting on a clinic.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Ingram against Howard. The pass to Banchero. Back to Howard. Over in the corner, Banchero. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Banchero's got 5.
And how about the confidence from that corner spot? Banchero is special.
Valanciunas dishes to Ingram. MP outside. A crossover. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode. Every play trying to do more for his team.
Now here's Anthony. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And there's Williamson on the assist by MP.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, MP.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Anthony right side. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Well, you see the decision-making of Paolo Banchero is so impressive. Comes into the league with that skill and really elevating it.
Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passionate, and endless potential offensively.
Here's Anthony, following the basket by MP. Howard setting the pick for Anthony. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The Magic trail by 5. Carter with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Mitchell passes to Anthony. Mitchell wide open. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 25 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
No good from Howard. New Orleans leading by 5. Ingram passes to MP to the wing on the left. New Orleans moving the ball around. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And he wasn't taking any chances on that shot. MP goes up strong for that flush.
Anthony against McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Howard. Williamson against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. Johnson with the rebound. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Magic. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Achiuwa. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Take a look at the Magic. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And right now, for the Magic,
they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
They've got Herbert Jones. Achua is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Johnson in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Oh, great job by MP to read the play and be in the right spot there to get the block.
He dishes it to Williamson. MP inside. He's defended by Wagner. And MP with the basket on the assist by Daniels. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Back to Achua. Passes it to Daniels. Count that one. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Inside, MP does a good job of just asserting himself, doing what needs to be done to get that finish.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Levert kicks to Black. The Magic again can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
MP, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Black. He's covered by Daniels. Black dishes to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Levert. At the elbow, it's Jackson. 6 to shoot for the 3. And it's Caris LeVert with the 3. Levert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Daniels. Pass to MP. Here's Achua. Back to MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 29.
MP is just exploiting this matchup. You've got to appreciate the confidence he's playing with.
LeVert finds Wagner. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williamson, the pass to Daniels. Johnson against Mitchell. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
How about the defense from Donovan Mitchell? This has not been a strong suit, but send it back, DM.
When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
New Orleans making some changes here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Achua. Brandon Ingram comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Jackson. Banchero comes in for Mo Wagner. Howard's checked in for Caris LeVert. And Anthony subbed in for Black. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored an incredible number of points, and he was tremendous in that game. That was a season high in points, too. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ingram passes to Johnson. Going inside, and he converts the layup. MP's got 35.
Generally, good things happen for this basketball team when MP puts his head down and decides to attack the basket.
Banchero outside. No good on the three. New Orleans leading by 21. Feeds it to Williamson. Here's MP. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's the dish to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that is the unselfishness you'd love to see. MP, do your thing.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nifty move. And it's Banchero missing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Johnson, and MP throws it down.
And boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Anthony taking his time here. Screen by Howard. Anthony kicks to Mitchell. Inside, here's Banchero. He scores for only his third time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Down low, here's Johnson. Misses from short range. The Magic shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Anthony dishes to Mitchell. Launches it. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. MP left side. Ingram passes to McCollum. Here's MP. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Orlando. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
A rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Jones checked in for Zion Williamson. And a switcher also for Orlando. LeVert's checked in. Knocked loose, out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's getting around 8 points a game, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the paint. And the dunk by MP.
And what goes up must come down. Plenty of athleticism there on that dunk by MP.
Here's LeVert. The pass to Carter. He kicks it to Anthony. Pass to Carter. 5 to shoot. Here's LeVert. And the rejection by MP. And it goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert. The Pelicans shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Count it, good. Johnson's got 43 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defense. Defensively.
Ingram against Anthony. And that one's good. Ingram.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
McCollum against Anthony. Passes it to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Banchero's got 9 points. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. And Johnson with the stuff.
Nice bucket by a very effective scorer. And this team really relying on MP's offensive production.
Now here's Anthony. Carter with a screen on McCollum. Here's Anthony. Off the left rim and out. And so it's New Orleans with it. McCollum finds Ingram. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
The Magic shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Banchero. And then Carter with the dunk.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Down low, here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists now in the game. The Magic shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. LeVert against Johnson. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got his second basket of the night.
That's 6'7". Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
Connects again.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot.
Yep, the second spot, Greg, is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year. Johnson against LeVert. Shoots from the block. And the rejection by MP. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And the dunk by MP.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Pelicans on top, running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
So often rookies run out of steam, but not this group. They've had staying power, man. I mean, they're finishing strong.
Just like us on 2K Sports. Yeah, right?
Staying power.
Yeah. And looking at the first half we just watched, wow, what a performance for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, I mean, it's easy to see why they're up big. They know how to use their size, their athleticism to wear their opponent down. And you look at their rebounding numbers, it's incredible.
showing a lot of this and this.
Ooh.
And another one.
Whoa, you've been
and
working
two
out.
biceps at once.
Wow.
I'm tired.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Anthony is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Howard in at the small forward. Anthony against McCollum. Anthony down low. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 5 now.
Boy, tough shot for a young player. No hesitation in the mid-range by Cole Anthony.
MP kicks to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Williamson. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Rebound by the Magic. Anthony with it. Now defended by MP. Ingram against Howard. Banchero left side. To the inside. And the rejection by MP. At the elbow, Williamson. It's good. 8 points for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
90 seconds now into the second half. Anthony against McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Carter. Banchero. Good D by Williamson. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. MP kicks to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. Pass to Mitchell. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Banchero. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
You can see Banchero building that confidence behind the arc. How effective can he be from range?
To the paint, here's Johnson. And MP throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
The Magic shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Carter sets the pick for Mitchell. Baseline jumper, and the jumper is on the mark. Mitchell's got 14.
This is a move that Donovan Mitchell has made over and over again. Off the bounce, so tough.
Here's MP, and he drops it in from the low post.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now the pass to Carter. Dishes to Howard. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Over MP. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. On defense, New Orleans. No one covering. 16 points for him.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
And the dunk by MP.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Over Valanciunas. That misses off the backboard. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And the dunk by MP.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Banchero against Williamson. Banchero passes to Mitchell. Kicks it to Howard. This one for three. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The feed to MP. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Anthony. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Johnson, that's for 2. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Williamson. Inside, out to Anthony. From outside the arc, Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
MP, give him a little sauce on the drive. Okay.
Here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. Outside Anthony. Here's Banchero. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Williamson. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Anthony against McCollum. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Banchero. Ring shot on the way. They get it back. The shot misses. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell dishes to Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Good, nice job down low. 14 points for Paolo Banchero.
I tell you, that's a very good effort defensively. Banchero just better offensively.
Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Anthony against McCollum. Back to Valanciunas. Here's Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Carter. The dish to Howard. Anthony against McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Howard. The 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Carter finds Howard. With the crossover, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
To the middle. And then Johnson with the jam.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. The pass to Banchero. To the paint. Floats one up, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got 9 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And it's Johnson that time on the assist from Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists here tonight. Orlando's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Anthony with it, now defended by McCollum. Mitchell outside. No good from outside.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Pass to Mitchell. Anthony against McCollum. Passes it to Banchero. Lets it go with the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. McCollum against Anthony. Floats it up for MP. He got it again. Sensational.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. The Magic shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Anthony against McCollum. Banchero outside. Down low. Here's Carter. That one, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. Yeah.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Daniels out there with MP. Then it's Jones. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. That's the Pelicans 5. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Feeds to MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Mitchell missing. New Orleans gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Anthony can't hit. The Pelicans have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. But we know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
Johnson against Mitchell. Pass to Daniels. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jones from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight. Mitchell against Johnson. Mitchell left side. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Banchero comes in for Jackson. And here's Jones. To the inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Johnson against Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got 13 points in the second half.
Strength, athleticism, Donovan Mitchell in the paint, quite comfortable, folks.
Daniels passes to MP. Back to Daniels. Jones, no one around him. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Mitchell with it. Carter outside. Beyond the arc. That shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And MP throws it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Now here's Anthony. He's covered by Daniels. Carter kicks to Mitchell. Shot from free throw range. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. New Orleans has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Carter outside. Mitchell against Johnson. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there are levels to this, and Donovan Mitchell can hurt you from every one. Nice midi there.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Outside, Jones. There's the triple. Achua, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Now Banchero. Carter with the screen. Shoots from 12. And it's Banchero missing. New Orleans gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to MP. Back to Jones. Inside. There's the pass to Daniels. Now Jones to the middle. Here's Achua. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside Anthony. Out left to the wing. Howard wide open. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's 9 points for Howard.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Achua with it. Carter on him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Mitchell kicks to Banchero. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Daniels.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
The drive by Mitchell. And that one, good. Mitchell's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Pass to MP. He kicks it to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Driving in. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And this speaks to how poised MP is, not allowing the physical contact to alter the shot.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for New Orleans.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Passes to Carter. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
That's that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The shot's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Anthony. He's covered by Daniels. Banchero dishes to Mitchell. Plays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 31.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
New Orleans moving it around. They double team Johnson. Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Anthony. He's covered by Daniels. And Banchero, here we go. Doesn't go that time. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Pass to Daniels. Down low. MP up top. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
MP.
Good game, MP. 60 points? Are you kidding me? You're making my job easy, MP. Keep it up.
Yo, there's not a better shot blocker in the league than MP.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I say he's the greatest of all time, but I'm sure Wilt probably averaged like 100 blocks a game back in 1962.
Good guess, but blocks didn't become an official stat until the 1973 season, which just so happened to be a year after Wilt retired.
That's wild.
However, people have estimated that he may have averaged somewhere around 8 blocks per game if they did keep track.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, and it's nuts. In the non-Wilt department, Mark Eaton averaged 5.6 blocks per game in 84 to 85, and Theo Ratliff has the most in the 2000s with 3.6 per game in 2001.
Oh, we coming for you, Eaton.
You think MP can average 6 blocks?
I don't see why not.
That is some expert analysis.
MP about to beat Eaton. Yo, there's not a better shot blocker in the league than MP.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I say he's the greatest of all time, but I'm sure Wilt probably averaged like 100 blocks a game back in 1962.
Good guess, but blocks didn't become an official stat until the 1973 season, which just so happened to be a year after Wilt retired.
That's wild.
However, people have estimated that he may have averaged somewhere around 8 blocks per game if they did keep track.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, and it's nuts. In the non-Wilt department, Mark Eaton averaged 5.6 blocks per game in 84 to 85, and Theo Ratliff has the most in the 2000s with 3.6 per game in 2001.
Oh, we coming for you, Eaton.
You think MP can average 6 blocks?
I don't see why not.
That is some expert analysis.
MP about to beat Eaton.